Hi, I'm Melissa O'Shea. I'm a holistic sleep consultant and the founder of the Sleep Easy Club, an online training platform for adults with insomnia. I help people who struggle with sleep to be able to sleep well every night. Today I'd like to answer the question, how much sleep do we need? And this is not my opinion, but it's the National Sleep Foundation's opinion, and they've done a lot of research and come up with these figures. So, the recommended amount of sleep for an adult is 7 to 9 hours. The recommended amount of sleep for a teenager is 8 to 10 hours, and the recommended amount of sleep for a child is 9 to 11 hours. Now, you may say, what? 7 to 9 hours for an adult? But actually, in the 1900s, in the middle of that century, people got an average of 9.5 hours sleep per night. And if you think about it, evolutionarily, that wasn't actually very long ago, and we haven't changed in terms of our requirements for good health since that time. But what has changed is the amount of sleep that we get, and many people get far less than the amount of sleep that they need. Now, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, but I can get by on 5 or 6 hours sleep and I feel fine. And maybe they do feel fine, but they actually are not functioning fine. There's been some research around this recently, and people who are sleep deprived of even one less hour than the amount that they need, so instead of getting 8 hours per night, they're getting 7 or 6, they actually function as well as if they were under the influence of alcohol. So that includes their ability to concentrate, their ability to remember things, ability to focus, and their reaction times. Now, I totally understand the desire to get less than 7 to 9 hours sleep, because I used to think like that myself. So when I was in my 20s, I heard these stories of really highly successful people that slept for 4 or 5 hours a night. There was Margaret Thatcher, there was Einstein, there were a whole lot of other people. And I was like, well, if they could sleep for 4 or 5 hours and do those great things, then surely, I can. So I would design my sleep to be from midnight until 5 a.m. And in the daytime, I was really, really tired. I nearly crashed my car a number of times, and I ended up taking a lot of naps, which, by the way, is how those people, according to historical information, actually functioned. Einstein used to take multiple naps per day. And that's probably a great way for him to be creative. But if you are not able to get multiple naps per day, then sleeping longer during the night is the way to go. Now, you might say, really, why does this matter? Why does 7 to 9 hours matter? Is it going to really matter if I get 5 to 6? If I feel okay, who cares? Well, the fact of it is that you might think that you feel okay, but you may still be a danger to people around you, including yourself. So fatigue is just about always implicated in motor vehicle and workplace accidents. There can be alcohol as a factor, but the fatigue compounds it and expands the effect. Also, not getting enough sleep really, really affects our health. So getting less sleep than we need will make us more likely to get cancer, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, and anxiety. It will also make any mental illness that you have or are prone to have worse. It's going to make you less emotionally resilient, more negative, and more difficult to be around. Well, that's all very nice to say, you might be thinking, but what if I try to get more sleep and I can't? And that's where I come in. So my expertise is in helping you to get the sleep that you need. And because I've been there myself, I know how it feels to not be able to fall asleep. And I actually went and found techniques to help me fall asleep, and they worked, and I changed my sleep patterns for the better. Because of all that, I'm able to help you. To improve your sleep, you head on over to my website, sleepeasyclub.com, and you can read some more tips about improving your sleep. You can read some more about the approach I take. There are some freebies you can get to get you started, And you can also contact me with any questions, or if you're interested in private coaching or a free 15-minute discovery call to see what I can do to help you and to get you started sleeping better. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.